Welcome to Smart Sisters. Today I am going to show a lovely cap for chest band kids. For this I used 5 number needle and 4 play and this I bought from spapahandmade.com. The quality also very nice. In magic ring 2 chain or 3 chain are not counting as DC. For every patterns, in all patterns we will count 3 chains or 1 DC. But in this pattern we are not counting as 1 DC. Extra 12 DCs. Don't count those 3 chains or 1 DC. Extra 12 DCs. Okay. For every row we are taking 2 chains for height adjustment. If you don't know the magic ring, take 3 chains and slip knot with prepare a ring. After that 12 DCs in that ring. Okay. Here 12 DCs completed. Pull the thread tightly. Knot on 3 chains. On first DC slip stitch. Every time don't take slip stitch on first 2 chains or 3 chains. Slip stitch on first DC. Okay. Here FPDC means for height adjustment 2 chain. After that on every DC 1 front post double crochet. FPDC. In this pattern we are using all FPDC and BPDC. Okay. FPDC means front post double crochet. In between every DCs 1 DC. On every DC 1 FPDC. In first row we have 12 DCs. In second row totally FPDC and DC. Totally are 24. 1 FPDC and in between DCs 1 DC. Complete the second row like that. Don't take slip stitch on second 2 chains. Only on FPDC. Okay. In every row FPDC. On FPDC only slip stitch. Row 3 2 chain. On FPDC 1 DC. 1 FPDC. Total pattern will continue on every FPDC 1 FPDC. Okay. We have 1 DC between 2 FPDCs in second row, in previous row. On that 2 DC. Again 1 FPDC. Here in this third row on every FPDC 1 front post double crochet. On DC, on normal DC 2 normal DCs. In that pattern complete the row. Again slip stitch on front post double crochet, first front post double crochet. Okay, on FPDC, 1 FPDC, again on FPDC, again one more FPDC, means on 1 FPDC 2 FPDCs are doing in this row. On double crochet DC, 1 BPDC. BPDC means back post double crochet. Back post double crochet. In 4th row, we are doing 2 chain on 1 FPDC, 2 FPDCs on DC, 1 DC, on 1 DC, 1 BPDC, on second DC, 1 BPDC. Complete the row like this. It means in this row 2 FPDCs, 2 BPDCs we are getting. Again slip stitch on first FPDC. Okay, chain, row number 5, 2 chain on first FPDC, 1 FPDC, in previous row we have 2 front post double crochet. In that first FPDC, 1 FPDC, in between 2 front post double crochets, normal DC. And on FPDC, one more FPDC, means 2 in previous row we have 2 front post double crochet on first FPDC, first FPDC. In between 2 FPDC, 1 DC. After that, second FPDC also 1 FPDC. We have after front post double crochets, we have DCs, BPDCs, means back post double crochet. On 2, we are doing normal 2 DCs. On each back post double crochet, 1 DC. Just these 5 and 6 rows are little bit difficult. After that it's very easy. Okay, complete the row like this. In this row we got 1 FPDC, 1 DC, again 1 FPDC, 2 DCs after that. Okay. Again slip stitch on first FPDC. Now row 6. In 5th row we are seeing our pattern V stitch. Those 2 FPDCs are seeing like V. This pattern will complete in this way only. That V stitch will continue. 2 chain, an FPDC, 1 FPDC, we have 1 DC in previous row and in between 2 FPDCs. On DC, 2 back post double crochets. Again on FPDC, 1 FPDC. After the FPDC, we have 2 normal DCs. On that those normal DCs, 1 back post DC. It means in this row we are having 1 front post DC, 2 back post DCs, again 1 front post DC, after that 2 back post DCs. This cap we will get a little bit of practice. Very nice. And counting of FPDC and BPDCs. This full row continue like this. 1 FPDC on 1 DC, 2 BPDCs, again on 1 FPDC, 1 FPDC. After FPDC we have 2 DCs. On each DC, 1 BPDC. Between FPDCs, 1 DC we have. On that 2 BPDCs. After 1 FPDC, 2 normal DCs we have. on that 1 BPDC. Complete the 6th row like this. In this row we are seeing little bit better V-stitch. And we have 2 BPDCs between each FPDC. Slip stitch on first FPDC, 2 chain, row number 7. Okay, 7th row, FPDC on first FPDC. We have 2 BPDCs. Okay, and that 1 DC. In between 2 FPDCs, 2 BPDCs we have. On BPDCs, normal DC. On each 2 BPDCs, normal DC, and on FPDC, 1 FPDC. Like this pattern, continue till this is 7th row, till 17th row. Means 1 row like 6th, 1 row like 7th. It means 1 FPDC, 2 DCs, 1 FPDC, like that 1 row, 1 FPDC, 2 BPDC, 1 FPDC, 2 BPDC, like that 1 row. For just one, I completed 17 rows like that. That is enough for them. If you want to increase 3 to 6 months, 6 to 9 months, you have to increase not 12 DCs. Increase the DCs also in first row. For 3 to 6 months, 19 rows enough with the 12 DCs. For 6 to 12 months with the 12 DCs, 20 rows enough, 21 rows enough. Okay. For medium size, adult size with 14 DC, 22 rows and 24 rows. I prepared for just one. Okay. Just continue. 1 row is like 6th, 1 row is like 7th. After this row, we are seeing the V stitch. After completing 17 rows, I prepared 3 single crochet rows. we can see the blocks. One is DC, one is BPDC. Rows are like that. So block wise it came. Okay. I think you enjoyed this cap. Thank you for watching.